Wow. Good day, viewers. We are set for another repair this morning, and we are going to be laying our hands on a system sent to us from other repair office, from a repair shop. It has been opened. It was reported that it couldn't be resolved, and it was sent to us for an assistance to get it resolved. And what system is this? This is an EliteBook system, a very slim system, very fine, beautiful. Bang and Olufsen, the Core i5 system V Pro. And then it was reported that milk was poured into it, seriously. And if we can focus on it, we'll see some spillage on the board. We'll see some spillage on the system. You can see, everywhere messed up. You can see some traces of liquid damage. So some capacitors are already having some issues already, from what I'm seeing, having some corrosion around it. So this is what we are set to do. It was opened like this, brought to us, and then we'll, by God's grace, find a solution to it, and it will be resolved. Now we'll need to lose the system. Then when we are done doing that, we'll return back and continue. Okay. Now the board is already disassembled, is already detached, taken away from the board, the system. We will be checking what the problem is. At least from what I can see some water damages, like I said before. And now let us see what that has caused. You can see some water spillage. If you check the focus on this place, you can see water spillage everywhere around here. So we are going to be in fact, some chips are already getting corroded. Corrosion is taking place already on their terminals. So we need to quickly arrest this. Now let us start from the charging port section. Let's start from the charging port section. This is a small mouth charging port, and then it has 3 terminals: one ground, one for charging of the battery, then 3 for the powering of the board. So let's check each of them if they are intact. Now let's take the ground. If the ground is connected, ground is okay. Obviously it will be intact. Well, what we are trying to know now is if from the input section, from the charging port, if the water spillage has actually damaged that circuit there. It's possible some components are already shorted. Can be the MOSFET, can be the capacitor, can be a diode. Any polar component around this circuit, this input circuit, probably could have been shorted, or even a particular chip probably can get shorted as well. Can be an IC for the for any of the power circuits. Power, there are so many power supplies there, so probably one of the chips or something. So we'll need to find out. Let's find out. Now let's start from the input section. The ground is okay. Now the charging session, the charging, let's check that here is intact and is not short to ground. Okay, the value is very low from the screen, very low, very low. Now that of the terminal that powers the board, that one too is kind of low. I think it's giving 63. Check the screen. Let's check the other side of the board. It's giving 60. Check the board. Check the screen. It's giving 60 ohms, which is abnormal. Now that means there's something. So now let us check that point. Let's check that point. Let's check that point. Which point is giving us 60 something around here? So that means it is on this so that's powering, pin, the pin that powers the board. That's the main power rail. That's the main power rail for this board, and it's landing on this MOSFET. This MOSFET, we are seeing this big MOSFET, bigger MOSFET around here. The smaller, then it moves to the smaller one. The other end of this big MOSFET is, connected to it's connected to it's connected to this MOSFET here. It's connected this way. Then this MOSFET is coming this direction, and it's going to this current sense resistor, which actually send the signal to the entire board. So from here, this is actually short to ground. It's not too short. It's not directly short to ground because it has some resistance. That's like 30 something. The resistance is very low. So we need to do a kind of what's it called? Voltage injection to further troubleshoot the board. But before we do that, let us see if we can do some cleaning. Let's clean the board first and let's do the reading again with the multimeter. Let's clean the board. Let's clean the board very well. Let's ensure the board is clean. All the traces of water spillage, let's take it off and do our measurement again. Everywhere just messed up with milk. You can see the terminal, the port here is already messed up with milk, with some corroded contents, with some corrosion elements. This should be for, what port is this? Focus for keyboard. This is keyboard. Let's ensure everywhere is properly cleaned. I'm lavishing the what's it called? Solvent on the board, just to make sure everywhere is properly cleaned. You don't want to manage anything at all. So I think this side of the board is not that affected. So let's come to this other side of the board as well. There we can see a lot of water spillage. I think we need to remove the. Okay, let's leave it there. Let's remove it so that it can help. Oh man, this place is very, very. Can you see? With the magnifying lens, I can see a lot of. I don't know if this phone can see the magnifying lens properly. So, all right, let's just go ahead and clean it. Let's go ahead and clean it. Let's ensure everywhere is properly cleaned. Inside the USB ports, I hope there are no issues there. Okay, even here, man, this place is something else. I hope it has not affected. Let's clean the RAM port as well. So, visually inspecting this now, I don't think anything is everything is cleaned now. Everything is cleaned. So we'll go back to our measurements and do it again. So if the problem persists, then we will begin further troubleshooting with the use of the power supply using voltage injection. So, all right, let's go back to the reading. Cover the foil so it won't spill over everywhere. Now let's check again where we're receiving. So still having the same value. Same value. So value is very low. That's 30 something volts, ohms. Very low resistance. So now we will just go ahead and do a voltage injection. Most likely, obviously, is a power issue. Let's just engage the power supply to further troubleshoot it. So I'm trying to connect my ground to the board, the ground of the power supply to the ground of the board. Now that is done. Now let me power on the power supply. Turn this to voltage session, where we can apply the voltage. All right. Before we do that, let's just put the power supply and see what we get. Obviously, the voltage cannot get to anywhere. Now, this is where the voltage is coming. There is no voltage there, showing that okay, wow, it's on. Okay, wow, okay, yeah, voltage has got come. Okay, then voltage here. Wow, great, this is wonderful. All right, something just told me I should just, after cleaning the board, I felt like I needed to insert as I use the power, but I'm sure we can see the power. Sure, we can see the indicator that is come on already. In fact, the processor is getting warm already, so that means let's couple back the processor and every other thing on the board so that we can check the system. So when we are done with that, we'll come back. Okay, now the board has been coupled back into the casing, so it's time to power on the system. Let's test and check if the cleaning we have done is of great help to the system. So let us check. Now the indicator has come on here, so we need to power on the board with the power button. Now okay, the board is on. Board is on. Wow, that's good. So the system time is invalid. That's an issue of CMOS that I removed the other time. So I think I'll need to put that back when the system is shut down properly. So the board has come on, and I'm sure the client will be very happy. So, and that's it about this repair. So what did we just do? We only cleaned the board. We did a very serious cleaning. So, and haven't done that, the system got powered up and it's being displayed at the moment. So there's nothing much about this very simple repair. Very simple repair. Ensure you subscribe to our channel if this has helped you in any way, and then remember to give us a like, click on our notification button to see updates on all of our videos, so that as soon as we post them, you can easily be notified. So, and also ensure to share our video as well. Subscribe to our channel one more time, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.